Hi guys, King Wizard here today with a deck profile of a deck that technically isn't possible yet due to two reasons. One, the Red Eye support is not out yet, and two, there are a few things in this deck that, as you can see, there are 3 copies of Sacred Swords of the Seven Stars, when it's obviously limit 2. I play this under no ban list when I'm testing it. And that's just what I've done with it. I've just tested it against the AI to see how consistently the deck actually can pull off what it's supposed to do. Um, and it does do it pretty often. Like, it is pretty consistent. So for that reason and the fact that it's pretty powerful, the monsters it can bring out are pretty powerful. I'm not going to be putting this into my casual Yu-Gi-Oh deck series. Um, so to start off, this deck is what I like to call red versus blue. It's both a red eyes and blue eyes deck. It's not so much as a blue eyes deck, and more of just kind of almost utilizing blue eyes as a draw engine almost. Um, it can go into blue eyes, and it can do normal things I guess a blue eyes deck would do, such as special summoning a blue eyes and normal summoning the white stone and then going into azure eyes. That is definitely something that's possible, although that's also equally possible with a galaxy serpent and a red eyes. Um, but that's not really the focus of this deck. I just ran both. I'm just running both of them. I got the concept from just from seeing how Malefic Red Eyes works by banishing one of the Red Eyes from your deck. And the fact that it's dark means that, just getting him out alone pretty much makes Escape from the Dark Dimension immediately live. And I really like that. And I think out of all of the other Malefic monsters, it's the only one that puts a dark into your banish pile. Um, Other than that, I feel like it's a very powerful deck. Now I'm kind of on the fence about the terraforming and the Dragon Ravine. I would like to see Dragon Ravine come up from 1, but for just this, I don't see it coming up from 1 recently here soon. It's not in the next ban list at least, so I'm only going to be running it at 1. So I am running the triple terraforming to try to get to it as fast as possible because being able to actually special summon Malefic Red Eyes and have it actually stay on the field opens up a lot more rank 7 plays. Um, Other than that, if I don't have a Dragon Ravine on the field, there are some times where I'll special this Malefic Red Eyes just to banish the normal Red Eyes and activate Escape from the Dark Dimension, or both that and put a dark target in the grave for BLS or Light Pulsar. Um, I'm going to go ahead and quit rambling because I'm already doing that a lot, and get into the deck. I'm running triple Blue Eyes, triple Red Eyes, 2 Galaxy Serpents, 1 BLS, 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal, 1 Light Pulsar, triple Malefic, double Fog King, 2 White Stone of Legends, and 2 the Black Stone of Legends. Now, previous testings of this build, when I first actually made it, I wanted to see how good it would be with Dragon Rulers, and it was really fucking good. Well, for this concept, putting the Dragon Rulers in kind of made it into a watered down Dark Matter Rulers. Um, but I don't think the Dragon Rulers are going to become unbanned, so I kind of wanted to make a deck, without them. Um, and once I realized that I can, that Blue Eyes and Red Eyes is a cool concept alone to be running in a deck. But they're dark and light, so that means BLS and Light Pulsar are viable, plus Light Pulsar and Red Eyes Dark's Metal is a great combo. Um, I'm running Fog King because it's a level 7, helps enable level 7 or rank 7 plays. And the fact that it's the only cost that it really has, the only time that it's really hindered me, is the fact that I have to normal summon it. There are times where I forget that I actually have to normal summon it and think that it's a special summon, and then so I'll normal summon a Blackstone, bring out a Red Eyes, and then be like, what the fuck, why can't I do anything? Thinking that I could go for a rank 7 play when I couldn't. For the spells, I'm running 3 cards of the red or card of red jewel, whichever one you want to call it, for basic kind of draw power, I guess. I might change the ratios up of my draw cards. 2 trade-ins because Blue Eyes is my only target. Well, and PLS, but who the fuck would do that? 3 cards of Continents because Whitestone of Legend and Galaxy Serpent. At one point I was running Labradorite Dragon, but that kind of offset my light to dark count, and I kind of wanted to make it a little more even. So Galaxy Serpent works better for that, in my opinion. Plus, Galaxy Serpent isn't always dead in your hand, whereas Labradorite Dragon, the only purpose that it really has in the deck is to be hit with cards of Continents and then Silver's Cry. That's the only way you're going to get any use out of it, other than it being banished for BLS and Light Pulsar. I'm running 3 Sacred Sword of 7 stars because there's a lot of level 7s. You know, triple Malefics and triple Red Eyes and then double Fog King means that there's a lot of targets for Sacred Swords. 2 Silver's Cry because obviously there are a lot of normal monsters. Triple Terraforming to try to fetch the 1 Dragon Ravine. And triple Escape from the Dark Dimension because it's just an awesome combo, being able to either special out a Malefic Red Eyes, and then, you know, if you actually have a Dragon Ravine on the field, special the Malefic, and then special back that 1 Red Eyes that you just banished for an instant, either 4800 attack to your opponent, or a rank 7 play. Now, onto the extra deck. I'm running 1 Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon, 1 Full Armor Photon Dragon, 1 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, 1 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, 1 Felgrand, 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, 1 Dracusac, 1 Big Eye. Now, as you can see, I do have the Dark Matter engine in my extra deck because it technically is possible to go into, but it's something that was a lot more viable with Dragon Rulers. Nonetheless, I have actually gone into it with this deck like once. It doesn't come up very often, but it is still possible, and it is really powerful, so I like to have it in there. On top of that, this deck isn't really too tight on extra deck space, so you're not really wasting any spots. For the Synchros, because I do run tuners, I'm running 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 Crimson Blader, 1 Hot Red Dragon Arcfiend, 1 Azure Eye Silver Dragon, 1 Gigantic Castle, and 1 Leo. I really wanted the option to go into rank or level 9s, and really there aren't that many good ones. I don't want to run 2 Azure Eyes because I'm not a big fan of Azure Eyes. I guess it does help enable either potential more rank 8 or 7 plays, but most of the time I've never had a scenario where I've needed to go into 2, or I even can go into 2. And I just like the option of having Gigantic Castle in the deck because he is a beat stick. Kind of the same thing with Leo. And then all of the level 8s are just good toolboxes, good options to have. And these are probably, in my opinion, the best level 8 level 8 generic synchro monsters. You know, best for any given random situation that you might get into. If you're curious about how to make any of the synchros, for the level 8s, you could just go with a Whitestone of Legend and a Red Eyes or a Malefic Red Eyes or a Fog King. Or to make the level 9s, you could just take a Galaxy Serpent and the Malefic and the Red Eyes. Or, you know, obviously the Whitestone of Legend and the Blue Eyes. For Leo, Galaxy Serpent and Blue Eyes. So yeah, that's the deck. It is pretty consistent. It can brick every now and then. I think the main issue with it is that I need to change up the ratios of the draw power cards, which that's what a majority of the spells are. It's just cards that draw. I really do like Sacred Swords at 3, honestly. It increases the chances of opening with it, and that's the one that is more live than anything, because, you know, I hate drawing, there have been games where I've opened 2 Card of the Red Jewel, and then draw into a Blue Eyes and a Fog King, and those 2 copies are completely dead, and that's very aggravating. So I might end up cutting this down to 2. I don't know. I'll have to play test more with the deck. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this deck. It is very fun to play, and given depending on how much the Red Eye support costs when it's released, I might end up running it in real life too, because I do really like running dragons, and so this is a really fun variant. I think it's cool because not only does it fulfill like the concept of chaos in a way, because there's dark and lights in the grave, but it's also red eyes and blue eyes in one deck, and it's actually pretty powerful. I don't think anybody, like, I think, maybe 10 years ago, 10 or so odd years ago, I don't think anybody really thought that running blue eyes and red eyes in a deck was ever going to be actually anything powerful or consistent, or in any way, shape, or form going to be competitive. And I just think the concept of being able to do that, take 2 of the most well-known monsters from the original series and put them into one deck and actually have it be good is pretty badass. You can't do the same with like fucking Dark Magician and Summon Skull. That doesn't work too well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you liked the video, please thumb it up. If you have any tips or suggestions, please leave a comment. If you want to get in contact with me, you can send me a message over YouTube, or if you check out my channel description, I have my Pojo username. I do frequent Yu-Gi-Oh's or Pojo's Yu-Gi-Oh threads pretty often, although Pojo's been kind of quiet in the past couple of days. But yeah, I frequent them, so if you want to get in contact with me, I will respond relatively quickly, as long as you're not in a place that's like 12 hours behind where I live. Other than that, I should respond within the hour. So yeah, thanks for watching.